Hey guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. My name is Hudah, bringing you around the AI crypto ecosystem in today, actually really just 30 minutes a day. Great to see you on this Friday, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, fam. I love you fuckers. Let's get into this, guys. Let's start with where to keep up with this show. Follow us on SlamX Official. We're live every day of the week with the AM Chain Reactor Show, and here in the afternoon now with the brand new Swarm Report. Again, covering AI very specifically here on the afternoon show. Catch us on Abstract on YouTube here and also on X. You can follow us at SlamAI_XYZ, especially if you want to keep up with everything we're building in the AI ecosystem. We're talking blockchain for data to power AI agents, an AI agent launchpad, and then, of course, our upcoming flagship agent. It is the Swarm. You can follow the Swarm at the Swarm_AI. And by the way, you can still farm tokens here. You remember the bull. Yes, he still is alive. Maybe not on X, but you can follow him in Telegram. And you can farm his tokens. Like usual, I'm going to drop a link to the Telegram here in the chat. So you can farm those tokens. You'll get bull tokens. You're going to get airdrop some swarm tokens here too. Be on the lookout for that. Cutie, good to see you, man. All right. Link to TG right in the chat here. We'll drop that over in Abstract as well. May have a special guest here today. We might. And if it's not today, it'll be next week. Guys, there's a big AI agent dropping. Well, it was supposed to be today. I do think it's pushed back, but the creator of that agent, Bunchu, awesome dude, maybe stopping by here today. Again, if it's not today, because he's kind of got a lot going on, then we'll do that next week. Choina, good to see you, man. Dude, twice on a Friday. Man, it's great to see. Gus, good morning, too. Dude, let's get into it. Let's start with the market as we like to do here. We're looking at the AI ecosystem. We'll go through agents, infrastructure, DeFi, but starting at that top level and looking at the total market cap. 7.84 billion, so actually looking like that recovery that we've been sensing in this AI market might be happening. Up over 11% here in the past 24 hours. Again, 7.84 bill. I'm looking for, look, sometimes these arbitrary numbers or thresholds, but that 10 million mark, that's what I'm looking for. I'd love to see this market cross that and give us a little confidence that we're maybe heading in that next leg up. And when that gets here, you know what I think. You know where I think we're going, significantly higher. But 10, that's my magic number, at least for right now. Let's look at the top AI agents by, let's go market cap here to start. I like to get a sense of who's moving, who's on the upswing, who's on the downswing, and I do spy something there in the top 5 that has me pretty excited. Fartcoin, though, is in the lead as far as market cap, followed by Act, Griffane, Goat. I gotta say, it's great to see Goat here. Has been struggling. We'll look at the chart here in a moment. Has been struggling up decently here in the past. Well, this is 3 days, but when you see in the 24-hour period, you can tell there is a little momentum there. And then Corgi AI, I like it. Looking at infrastructure plays here, AI16Z on top, followed by ARC, SNAI, Swarms, and then Buzz. I think Buzz is also a Swarm ecosystem as well. And then looking over at DeFi, it is Griffane on top, followed by Anon. Hey, Anon's great, by the way. At some point, we'll do a deep dive there. In fact, probably want to get a hold of that team. LMT, Grift, and then Buzz. We just saw him in Infra. It is also a DeFi categorized token here as well. And then looking at the all 3 categories together, and let's look at mindshare here. No surprise. Actually, well, I was going to say no surprise here, but it had been Fartcoin that was leading the way here. It's usually Fartcoin or AI16Z. Look, AI16Z nowhere to be found right now. Excuse me, AI XBT. And I'm going to peek. Geez, where is AI XBT? Wow. Okay, I'm going to peek over at agents real quick because I want to see where it's ranking over here. Something doesn't feel right about that. I wonder if their tracking is down for AI XBT. It's really, really unusual to not see that ranking near the top. Yeah, I wonder if it's not tweeting. We'll peek at that maybe afterwards. AI XBT, nowhere to be found here. Super interesting. We'll do a spot check on some of my favorite tokens as well. There is AI XBT. Look, it's been a rough stretch for the little guy, and still, it's just about the best agent out there. You know what? Let's peek at Twitter. I really want to see if the X account is not tweeting right now. It could be, well, it's still tweeting. Engagement looks okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about that. Possibly tracking is down on Cookie. Unless I just missed it, guys. Unless I just totally overlooked it. I don't think I did. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I want to go one layer deeper because look, if it really is seeing its engagement down that much, that's pretty significant. Cookie, by the way, is fantastic for this. It's measuring, kind of the market, but also mind share is so important with these agents. Here, social is what we want. And look, mindshare. Yeah, I think they have a little error on the front page here. Mindshare at 8% would put it at number 1. So AI XBT, and let's just look again. I just want to make sure we're looking right. But AI XBT should be at number 1. Yeah. I think there's just a little error on the front page here. So we got to give credit where credit is due. That is still your top dog when it comes to mindshare. Looking at market cap though, 223 mil, actually up in the past 24 hours, almost 9%. Again, there is a little bit of a recovery going on here. You'll love to see it. VVV also up in the past 24 hours, over 11% here, in the middle of another V-shaped recovery. Yeah, again, this is more of that infrastructure play. And so that's the sector of AI that I'm really focused on at this point. A lot of people are looking at DeFi, a move away from agents. It's now DeFi and infrastructure. So VVV is certainly one we need to keep our eyes on and keep measuring. Now, agent specific, more meme, we got to look at Fartcoin. Also up in the past 24 hours, almost 10% here. And then my favorite, just about my favorite. And guys, there is that recovery over here. I think that's actually happening in the broader market here. Which is great heading into the weekend. We'll see if this can continue. But GOAT's actually up almost 7% here. Market cap at 123 mil. Really solid. We do need to see GOAT do well. And it is a big-time indicator for the rest of this AI ecosystem. Really is. And I'm adding ARK to this list, guys. ARK is just coming on so strong. It is one of the most important ecosystems out there at the moment. And they did have a big update, a big release this week with their token that dropped yesterday. That was for AskJ. We'll show you that in a minute. But also up 11% in the past 24 hours, $362 million market cap. Can't help but notice this candle right here. Right here, this is yesterday. And guys, that is almost exactly when that AskJ token released. And you see that candle there for very, very good reason. We'll show you that in just a moment here. Let's take a peek at flows. This is our way to measure momentum, right? What are people investing in? Who's starting to track that more than just eyeballs, not just mindshare, but attract that money? It is ARK in the lead here with 139,000 in net inflows here. They're followed by Doge AI. There's AskJ, 106,000. That might be hard for you guys to read. Excuse me, not 106,000, 51,000. Virtual hybrid. I'm not going to go down the whole list, but your winner right here in the past 24 hours as far as net flows, it's ARK. Christian Jensen, great to see you. Andrew, good to see you, man. Kaito, do you think of Kaito as an AI product or platform? It's certainly not an agent yet, but I do think it's an AI platform. And what we consider AI or not AI, it's going to get pretty abstract here. It really is. I mean, we will have agents. We will have the infrastructure plays. We are going to have platforms here using AI algorithms to power their products. That's exactly what we're seeing with Kaito. And a big moment today when Kaito announced officially their Kaito token. This is a really, really big deal. We touched on Kaito briefly yesterday when it comes to Story Protocol, and some of you guys might have gotten some of their IP token. I hope you did. But this is big news for that platform, for people tweeting away on X. And this is actually a really big buff for platforms looking to get mindshare themselves, but maybe aren't so good at getting it themselves. So this is pretty great. That Kaito token, 3 key roles: driving market forces, that's basically driving people to tweet; serving as the network currency; enabling community governance. So a governance token, you hold X number of token, whatever percent, and that is your voting power. Love to see it. I do want to show you guys too, as far as what Kaito is. I think most of you are aware, but it is measuring up accounts on X versus each other, and it is also it's a mindshare metric. Now, this is important. I recommend you do this, even if you're not on Kaito right now, as far as getting yaps for your tweets. That's their on-platform currency or point system. You should go to Kaito, drop down the Yapper leaderboard, and sort it by Crypto AI. Okay, they have an AI agent leaderboard as well. You can see basically mindshare like we see on Cookie. You can see it here. And there you see it, guys, actually. AI XBT is in the lead there. But I think actually really important if you're trying to keep up with the info stream in Crypto AI, check out that leaderboard and you're going to get a pretty good idea of who you need to be following. Who are the influencers? Who are the biggest names that are talking about AI? Who's going to keep you plugged in? Well, your boy here is going to do it too, but you can see these top names here, all worth a follow. All these guys with a decent focus on AI. My personal favorite, it's Sammy right here. Nobody better than Sammy at covering this AI ecosystem. Great, great guy. That is a must follow. So guys, definitely make sure at the very least you give Sammy a follow. But again, worth heading to this leaderboard and giving some of those accounts a follow. That YAP token on pre-markets, guys, $1.6 billion FDV, which is substantial. It's about 50 to $100 per YAP. Don't expect that number to stay where it's at. Look, I think we'll get to a period where that's inflated and maybe settles down to reality at some point. But Kaito is about the hottest thing out there. And I'll say again, I really do look at that as an AI product, that algorithm powering how it tracks these accounts, how it tracks mindshare, AI driven here. The Kaito NFT. Look, these guys are going to have voting power in the Kaito ecosystem too. It just flipped the Pudgy Penguins. So you got to pay attention to the where the mindshare is at and also where the money is flowing to. It is flowing big time into Kaito here. Here's Sammy, by the way, speaking of the devil. But again, follow this guy. Great, great, great analysis on AI and crypto in general too. Just an awesome account to be paying attention to. But just breaking down some special things he sees here on Kaito and again, related to mindshare and AI. It's a lengthy thread. I'm not really going to break that down here. But Ijaz, who also was, I think, maybe even rated ahead of Sammy on Kaito. There we go, at the number 2 spot. Another account that's great to follow, but an interesting take, interesting insight into what Kaito could be. And by the way, when we talk about a lot of these AI platforms, we need to think ahead to what these platforms could be. Most of the things that we want them to be is not what they are now. But we're all speculating about the future. It's a big part of crypto, and we're doing that in AI right now. But Ijaz saying, this could be the grocery store for AI agents. I like that. Agents come along, purchase access to valuable, personable, private data to achieve their goal, whatever their goal might be. You pay in the Kaito token. I like this a lot. One of the few AI-powered crypto apps that serves a unique and valuable service. It is valuable. Again, there's nothing more valuable than mindshare. It is maybe the single most important factor for your product being successful or not. It really is. I think at this point, everybody's aware of that. So Kaito figuring out a way to monetize it, making a marketplace for people, making a marketplace for mindshare, and you better believe AI agents are going to find this stuff valuable. Very, very interesting stuff happening here. Exciting stuff too. All right, moving on. ARK. We looked at their token up really nicely in the past 24 hours, following actually one of the roughest stretches I've seen for ARK during this down cycle at the very least. But ARK Forge. This is their token launchpad. Again, their first token dropped yesterday called AskJ. It is an agent. AskJ is an agent, and it's an agent that gives DeFi insights. One of the special things about ARK Forge was its ability to prevent snipers from sniping tokens. It drives maybe a more stable type of liquidity and stable price action. It did not play out that way on drop yesterday at all. In fact, it was, look, I don't want to say it was a disaster, but it wasn't good. There was a lot of people who got hurt by the not very balanced token price here. This is showing liquidity distribution. I don't know if this is a perfect reflection or perfect way to measure their technical issues yesterday, but that certainly doesn't look right. That doesn't look stable. And ultimately, the chart reflects a very similar look here, right? So this token right out of the gate, launched up to a $1.6 billion market cap. That is for a single agent token, almost unheard of. Again, one of their systems got way out of whack. It drove the price way up, and a lot of people got wrecked. And you can imagine how that happens if people are just clicking the buy button, regardless of what price it's at. Some people bought all the way at the tippity top of that $1.6 billion market cap, and then it comes crashing right back down. Some people's funds evaporated, gone in an instant. Again, that's exactly what happened. Now, maybe some bright spots, maybe. Some people saying there's only a couple big snipers that actually made it into that purchase, right? And when you think of snipers, you don't think of snipers getting in at what we see here, a 15 mil market cap and 23 mil. Usually you picture snipers getting in maybe sub 1 mil, right? And they make these guys cook when they get in that early. So possibly Possibly this actually worked in a way, possibly, but certainly it could have been better. And the ARC team addressing this too, guys, like full on just owning that this did not work how they were planning. And now it's time for them to analyze what happened, analyze sentiment out there. But again, figure out what actually was broken with this release and go back and tweak and get it right for the next time. So you got to respect a team who's being very transparent about this. They're not brushing it off. They're owning up to the issues here. Again, major respect to these guys for that. We'll watch and see next drops, how it goes, what it looks like, how they tweak it. Again, a look at that chart too, price action wise. Again, just imagine that some people bought right at the get-go here, maybe all the way there. Right, you could see how people really possibly got wrecked here. That said, I think that token's actually recovered nicely. Do I have that chart? Oh, you know what? I pulled up that chart on Deck Screener, and very interesting how it reflects very strangely there. So I'm not going to pull it up now because it doesn't show much info. But yeah, it's a pretty good view, at least right here. Keeping my eye on AskJ, by the way. I think it's a great utility agent. Again, it's going to trade for you. It's going to give you insights. So I'm definitely watching it. It is a reminder, too, maybe for some of these other platforms. Something like AI16Z, who, like Elon Money saying here, they have not yet launched their agent launchpad. You better believe they're going to be. It's a framework right now, right? It's a DAO. But they are at some point going to launch a launchpad, and they probably want to sit back, as they're doing already, and look and learn from others' mistakes here and others' missteps. So it's a good opportunity from those guys to learn as well. That said, like we saw before, ARC performing very well. AskJ bounced back decently here too. So still keep your eyes in that ARC ecosystem. I think they're still a major winner. And at some point, they are also expanding out to abstract. I think the abstract AI ecosystem is just about to start taking off here too. At least we start to get announcements of who is building what and products actually releasing. Final point here, and this is actually a very cool selling point for that launchpad and that ARC ecosystem, but that token releasing, and because the transactions, the buys, the sells are done, actually like completed in that ARC token, in that process, some of that token is actually locked. So at this point, 1% of the ARC supply is now locked. I dig it. I dig it. All right, Billy Betts. Billy Betts. This is the agent from Bunchu, who, again, I think this has been delayed, but it's a really, really interesting agent here. It is in the Virtuals ecosystem, launching over on Solana. Did we play this trailer the other day, by the way? I think we did. I'm probably going to play it again, just a heads up. Again, from Bunchu. Give this man a follow. Got to support the builders here in AI. Also, it looks like he's got a show. Actually need to check that out myself. But I can see Bunchu and I are already going to be friends. He's into conspiracy theories. Yeah, I think Bunchu and I are going to get along very, very nicely. But meet Billy. Billy Betts, going to bet on sports. He'll do it on prediction markets. He'll probably do it on other betting platforms. I'm not going to play the trailer here again. I do think we played it the other day, but really, really interesting agent. And in a part, this little subsector of AI agents that I think is going to do very, very well. Again, agents that can make you money. Yes. Now, that was the first agent that was going to launch in Vader's new early agent offering. I don't know what exactly happened and why it was delayed, but I know they're all hoping to get this rocking pretty darn smoothly here. Again, it is the first using Vader, and I do think it's going to be pretty darn successful. So I'm watching it. I'm rooting for it, and we'll see when it eventually does go live. And I will update you guys with that date time, too. Now, if we have an agent betting, everybody wants to know how is it performing. And in the case of Billy Betts, guys, really well. Really well. There's an early test account you can look at that did trade on Polymarket. 6.5x, 6.5x in 2 weeks. So winning a lot of its bets. I think most of us would take that. I think those are pretty good returns. So we'll watch and see when he goes live, when he's technically in production, and if he's got that same win rate. But for now, gotta say, that's pretty darn spicy here. I like it. Look, he's tweeting out some really interesting content, but also he's tweeting out good points about the future of sports betting. So he's showing us here that DraftKings continuing to focus on these live sports bets. Not surprised there, but it is surprising after you realize just earlier they tweeted that they lost $200 million. $200 million on their sports betting books. Was it this year? Fourth quarter of 2024. They got wrecked. And they got wrecked because sports bettors, which I don't do. I don't know how to do it. In fact, I'm looking forward to Billy Bets because of that. I don't know how to bet on this stuff. I don't know what to bet on. And at points in my life, I've been a sports guy, but not brave enough to bet yet. I wonder if Billy Bets will give me that confidence. But even with that, even taking those major losses, continuing on, now I wonder if it's going to get harder for them or if they're going to tune this stuff, these bets, to be harder for us traders. I don't know, because now they don't just have to compete with humans. They got to compete with these AI agents. It's a tricky, tricky game. All in all, we're getting to an interesting point where AI and humans are finding this weird recalibrating period, right? Agents are going to make us better, smarter. We're going to have to adjust to make things maybe more difficult, more challenging, change it up a bit to keep up with them. It's great. In fact, I've always said AI is going to make us more creative. It's going to make us better for that reason. And you might be seeing that playing out right here. You might be. All right, moving on, guys. Do Queen. Guys, all right, I'm going to go back to Cookie. I need to show you what this agent is. And if we look at Mindshare, you're going to see Queen show up at number 6 overall. Number 6 when it comes to Mindshare. Again, Mindshare is so important when it comes to, price, guys. It's that simple. Attention is valuable. It's reflected in price. And I got to show you what Do Queen is all about. Makes AI-generated video content. And, man, it's got the right subject matter. It's got the right stuff here. Has the potential to be super, super viral. Look, this is a 3-minute clip. I'm not playing the whole thing, but I do need you to get a sense of what it is this agent, or look, I don't know if it's an agent, but again, AI video content. Get a sense of what it is creating. It's pretty wild.
Vape me. You know you want it. Vape me.
I've seen a lot of fucked up things, bro. Like my Discord mods not wanting to show me their feet. But that's a god tier jewel pod.
Bro, that vape's got, I'll tell you when you can come energy. I hit that and suddenly I'm in an invite-only retreat at Gaines's Cottage surrounded by 5 guys named Jake, being told I need to commit fully. Not again.
I think that was Phase Banks. Yes.
Are you okay? Bro, you're foaming. What the fuck, Phase? PRO, don't even think about hitting that. Phase. No! Phase, no! Phase, stop!
Incredible things. Let's skip ahead a little bit.
And always has been.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't even follow you back. Stop simping me.
But bro, please, I need you. I will do anything. Please, bro, I am your glizzy gremlin. I am your fucking hog guzzler. I would drink your bathwater if you just tweeted, wag me. Bro, stop. That's my milk. You're drinking my milk, bro. That was my comfort milk, bro. My special little carton.
You get the idea. We can skip the rest. We can skip the rest, but you get the idea. I think something like this has so much potential. At points, we've seen other periods, phases, products that do these AI video content. Some of them are just, man, if they can keep them updated, keep growing them, content keeps getting better. Look, some of the content we consume on a daily basis will be AI generated. Make no mistake, at some point, I want to and will have an AI co-host. I will. A completely fake person, an AI avatar that either can sub out for me or can sit here in another window and be my co-host for an episode, right? That is absolutely the goal. And these are the kind of things that are putting us on the path for that. So be aware of what's coming here. Again, keep your eyes on this Queen token. Clearly it's moving. Clearly people like it. Attention matters a lot. You see it right here. Man, I dig it. Keep this stuff fun at the very least. You got the serious products. You got the DeFi stuff, again, the trading stuff. Have some fun products here in AI. AI is going to be everywhere in everything. How do you not love it? All right, Story. The Story protocol, the chain launched yesterday. The token happened yesterday. This is the IP token again. But we also talked recently about Aria. This is a platform to tokenize IP. I love it. Again, I just love it. They have some music that they own already. It was a Doja Cat and I don't remember. Maybe Miley Cyrus and Dua Lipa, but also a Justin Bieber song, right? So they own that. They have it tokenized as an RWA. And it seems like you can just get access to it by spending some of the IP token. They've just brought in some more music, some more big-ish acts here. Blackpink, Jisoo, Big Bang. I don't know any of them, but supposedly some iconic K-pop artists. So now that also on the Story Protocol, it's a really interesting thing they're building out over there. It's man, it's making the spidey senses tingle, at least for me it is. And so far, so good, and that blockchain off to the races. So I'm watching this stuff very closely. Hope to get them here on the show, too, and chat about what they're building. It's pretty cool. I like it. Yes, no error with a small update. I think a pretty interesting update still. If you don't remember, guys, this is an AI platform. I don't recall if it's an agent, but an AI platform that audits scientific papers, research papers. So they've now updated the dashboard to show how many paperworks are out there, maybe in queue. You can vote to have certain paperworks reviewed, audited by them. And their new dashboard shows you their progress, the errors it finds, and whatnot. Really interesting. Again, plenty of serious AI products, some fun ones, but this leaning on the serious and the helpful side. So really like this. It's just yet another product that I'm keeping up with. And then finally, this is an AI... We'll call it an agent launchpad. I think consider it something like Virtuals, but with its own twist, a different flavor here. You think of Virtual or Waifu or any other agent launchpad, and you think of, well, you go there, you create a token, you create an agent, and boom, now your agent lives on X. Well, it's different over here on Moxie. Your agent is actually private. It's not going to live on X. In fact, it's just going to live in a browser instance for you on their platform. What's interesting there is it's training, it's research, it's module, it's basically information module. That is something that can be made public in their marketplace there. So you have your private agent, and if you want it to learn whatever topic, whatever subject, you browse their marketplace and see if somebody already has that info set, and you can buy that. Now, maybe that gets into the IP play too, as in you've got very specific type of content, again, information, you tokenize it. And if you want your agent to know this, let's use CryptoSlam data as an example. If you want to know about your favorite NFT project, you want to have an agent that's built off that knowledge, say CyberKongs, right? You buy an NFT or you buy the information module for CyberKongs, you plug it into your agent, boom, good to go. Maybe scale that at the blockchain level. You want everything on Ethereum or Abstract. You buy that module, you plug it into your agent. It's right there for you to use. Now, I don't know if you can use other agents that are in this platform. Actually, guys, let's peek over there. Let's hop on that platform just to poke around. But really interesting. It is a different twist. Again, these are not public agents. I like that. I like it having a little more private. But also, do we really need to clutter up X with tons of agents? I'll tell you what, I actually think yes. I think it's a lot of fun. The more agents, the better. But here's the Moxie platform. They call them skills. I like that. So there's a skills marketplace. Think of skills as those information sets. And again, it's a fresh twist on the agent launch pads. And certainly keeping my eye on all these launch pads, especially ones that are doing stuff that's a little different. So I dig it. I dig it, guys. Over on Abstract, appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much. Any other final points? No, I think that'll cover it, guys. We're actually going to get out of here at 30 minutes. I can't believe it. I can't actually believe it. So, guys, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. One final time, make sure you're following at SlamXOfficial over on YouTube. SlamAI _XYZ. Big info coming in the next. Look, I don't want to give a definitive time frame. I don't want to say days, but days, couple weeks at the most. Stay tuned. As Randy says, imminently. And then finally, the Swarm _AI, our flagship AI agent. You follow that boy. Man, he's got something he's cooking up. Excited for it, guys. Excited to hang with you guys again on Monday. Until then, we will see you. Goodbye.